Hey, folks, how y'all doing? Hey, Mousy. I need to do one thing here. Oh. Yeah, I just wrenched a couple of you, so. Yeah, I may run the razor over it. Got a little bit of stubble. What's up, Survival Comms? Nina, Milestones, FLP. Purple T-Bird was in here. I've seen her, so I think she's. Oh, anytime FLP. But, let me see. Yeah, T-Bird's in here someplace. I know that. Hey, Preppin. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Doobie? Well, this may sound funny. Well, I'm trying to keep my voice down too. We have somebody in the house that isn't feeling too good, so I don't really want to wake him up. So if I'm a little quiet, that's why. What's up, Nina? Here's a question I got for you guys. You ever get online and just end up going down what's called the rabbit hole? I've been doing that all day while I'm waiting for something to dry, which still isn't dry yet, with Native American archaeological sites. I don't know. I just kind of went down this Native American archaeological site and found all kinds of neat stuff. And the other thing I found out is there is an archaeological site close to us. It's called Indian Rock, or close to me. It's over by Darlington. And people who aren't in the know, I've seen you somewhere before, I think. But what it is, it's a stone. And it has like three like mortar and pestle holes in it, and like one big square hole in the middle of it where I think they used to grind corn. Yeah, pretty much, Nina. But I fell on this website, and it's like a forum, and people are saying like what it was used for, and some of the things I've seen on there, I was just like, oh, it's like face palm. You just sit there going like, oh god, everybody is in agreement that everybody's in agreement that this rock was used for sacrifice, and the three the four holes in the rock were used to house organs. I'm like, no, no, no. Um, because we know that the North American Native Americans, not the South American, the North, because they always say, well, the South Americans did it. Well, that was them. That's not these guys up here. There wasn't that many of them. What's up, Chris? What's up, Travel Comms? Hey, Christy. I think it's a lot more mundane. I think it was that rock was for food prep and maybe for war paint if it came down to that, because they would use those mortars to grind up the different pigments before they added oil to make the face paint. It's just kind of interesting. It's a place. It's called Indian Rock. Um, Let me see here. Give me 1 second. See if I can find a link to it. No, I can't. It gives me a bunch of realty sites. Go figure. But that's something I'm hoping to do here in the near future. So you may see a video of that coming up. That's right, FLP. That's right. But I am so ready for tomorrow. My only regret is actually is working on a walking stick. That's why I was waiting to dry, and the walking stick stain still isn't dry yet. I got it sanded. I put stain on it this morning, thinking that I forgot how long it takes for a stain to dry. Actually, I remember now that I used to have to let the stain sit about 24 hours before I could actually do something with it. But I got it stained, and the stain still, it's not sticking to my hand, but it's still a little greasy. It's an oil based stain. So you'll have that. So I'm not going to have the walking stick, but I have a bunch of other stuff. So, and all the other stuff I have is just like handout stuff. I'm going to be there tomorrow. What's up, Mickey? A 1975 Mercury Marquis as a grid down vehicle. Might work. I figured FOP. I've jump in, met. You know me, we like to have fun. So, but 75 Mercury Marquis as a grid down vehicle. Unless you're driving paved roads. Ah. Oh, I got you there, Savage. Yeah, that's a little. Oh, congrats. Yeah, exactly. Congrats, buddy. No, I get it, man. You stay there for her. I totally get it. Totally get it. And good luck. And congratulations. Now back to the 75 Marquis, Grand Marquis. You probably have to stick to the asphalt, but damn, you'll be going in style, man. Ah. Oh, Squip got that right. Oh, sorry to hear that, though, bud. But I get it, man. Anytime, bud. Yeah, don't have too many bear around here. We have had bear on our property, though. It's kind of rare that it happens, but it has happened. That's on this side of the county. Now you go over around New Sewickley, that's you see bear there about every. You see a lot more bear in New Sewickley than they do in the economy, and they're only about well, they border each other. So, which we're talking about that. What's up, Frank? talking about what FLP was talking in his discussion um, with disposal, I did have a thought, and you won't be able to do this everywhere, but I did have a thought. What about some of these places that have really deep mine shafts? I'm I'm saying if you have like something like that have like deep mine shafts, that may help you out a little bit anyway. I mean, like real deep, like 1,000 footers. Just an idea, anyway. Yeah, I'm with that tomorrow. I'm actually planning on being there probably about sometime between like 9 and 10, maybe even a little bit earlier, just to get there. Nobody else has to be there that early, but I'm just planning on being there just that early so I can have just a little bit of quiet time before everything starts. So, being as this is the first time I've ever done anything like this with the get together tomorrow, this is like my first shot at this, and to say it's well out of my comfort zone is an understatement. So this is like a huge step for me, but it's a step I think I need to make. Oh, thank you, T Bear. No, no, I heard what that. I heard the high's supposed to be like 67 tomorrow, but I don't think it's. Yes, I do. I heard the temperature's supposed to be like 67 tomorrow, which is going to be about perfect. And I think the rain's pretty much through the area now, so I don't think we're going to be seeing too much rain tomorrow either. Maybe. I think well, we don't have a fire ring, but we do have one of them charcoal grill things there, which is funny. This 67. I'm like, finally, some. Hey, we're that's perfect, FLP. That's perfect. More of my chat looks fine. I'm still in top chat, not in live. Hmm. Now, I'm sort of looking at that 67. I'm like actually looking forward to this. This is also the same person over the winter when it's 30 degrees outside. I'm delivering in a t-shirt. That's just me. I can handle the cold a lot better than I can handle the hot. Night, Chris. Good luck, bud. Yeah, Bo's started around here already. When she's talking about that is I actually want to get my bow out and get to shooting that again. And I think I know where I'm gonna do that is we have a ring in the back, and I know the distance side to side and the one direction at an angle. So between those two, I could get just about any distance that I want. Well, any decent kill distance I want anyway. Uh, you're allowed to bait for bear up there, David. We're not allowed to do that here. Oh, that's good, Frank. Yeah, because I think in Pennsylvania you're not allowed to hunt over bait or even do like a bait area. Now, if you do like a feeder, you can't hunt over the feeder, but you could be in between the feeder and where they bed, and you can hunt there, but you can't hunt over the feeder. Oh, there you go, Nina. That's I think for bear we're allowed to use dogs, even though nobody around here does. But you're not allowed to use dogs for deer. In fact, the last hunting we did with the dog is we used to go coon hunting. Oh God, the stories I have about coon hunting. Oh, if you guys never been, you haven't lived till you guys went coon hunting. Coon hunting is a ball. It's an absolute ball. Basically, the dog does all the work. The only thing you really have to watch out for is to shoot the coon, make sure the thing doesn't land on your head and the dog land on top of you. Oh no, no problem, T Bear. Okay, yeah, it's about the same here with the deer. You can't bait the deer, can't bait elk. Yeah, we have elk here. Why, thank you. I haven't heard that one in a while, but thank you. Yeah, because I was actually thinking about maybe getting my hunting license this year. Thinking about it. Not exactly sure when I'm going to go hunting, but I'm thinking about it. If anything, maybe just try to get some small game in or something. Get the 12 out. That go sight into 270 again, even though I haven't had that 270 out in years, but go sight my 270 in and get the 12 out, make sure the 12 still works good. Now, see, for here around here for coyotes are open around here year round. You don't even need to have a. It used to be if you were going to hunt coyotes, you had there was a certain time and you had to have a fur taker's license. They pulled the fur taker part of it. They pulled your only being your yearly bag limit, and you can hunt them year round, even during deer season. Just they're like kill them all. They would get rid of them. I know the one farm on the other side of the valley of us. I think they took something like 25 coyote out of there so far this year. That's why I haven't been hearing them for a while. Yeah, because there for a while around here, it's just like we didn't even know what a coyote was, and next thing you know, the coyotes are almost like rats. They're everywhere. I mean, I go on my back porch. I've listened to coyotes run all night, barking back and forth at each other. Then you could tell when somebody was calling them, and you could tell where the coyotes were because you hear the call go off, and every coyote in that valley would answer that call. It's going to be at Moraine State Park at Pleasant Valley Shelter Number 2. Hey, nice survival comms, and congratulations and condolences again, my buddy. Um, but hopefully everything works out here real quick for you. Oh, wrong guy. Okay, never mind. But yeah, and as I said, I was telling Nina Wednesday night before the ladies' chat on her chat about the squirrels. We have squirrels running around here. They're about at least one third to one half the size of like a raccoon that's about this big. So we have squirrels running around there like literally this big around. Zeus about had one couple days ago. That was hysterical. If that thing would have turned and looked at him funny, he probably would have run for the hills. But that was hysterical. Oh, I hear you there, Dave. When I seen that, oh, very well fed. The size of the hickory nuts coming out of our hills ain't coming out of our trees ain't helping things either. We have we have hickory nuts on our property that are literally like that big around. I mean, they're huge. Oh, they're huge, Nina. And there's more food source laying on the ground that they can eat. And as I said, this hickory nuts, like I know where I can go in the woods around on my property and down the valley. And this time of year, I avoid like little hickory groves. I just avoid those things like the plague. I mean, as I said, those hickory nuts are about that big around. I mean, they're huge and probably about that long. They're about the size of small limes. You ever get whumped upside the head with one of those things? It hurts like hell. Yeah, I think the reason the squirrels are so big around here is they're raiding everybody's bird feeders. Neighbor next door has a bird feeder and says, "I don't even know why I'm even feeding the birds. The squirrels are coming to get it all, and the birds hardly get any." And just about everything he has tried on that bird feeder to keep the squirrels out of it just hasn't worked. He tried the upside down bell, move it out, move it in, hang it from a tree, and it'll come down the rope. I'm like, good luck with that, man. About the only thing I've ever seen work on a squirrel is what they call for a bird feeder, it's called a spinner. When a squirrel gets that thing off a kilter, it just starts going like this and keeps going faster and faster until the squirrel flies off the thing. So, but the problem with those are is if you don't put them upright, and there's a couple holes open at the bottom, so the birds can eat out of that. It shoots the bird feed all over the place too. We don't. Thank you, Nina. Good night, hon. Mickey, I think I'm going to go find that after this is over. That looks like that'd be a lot of fun. Well, that's really weird. So we have like a well, our hickory nuts, they're always that big. But usually there's more than enough squirrels to clean it up, but they don't have to fight over food. Unless it's the fermented mulberries, and all the animals fight over the fermented mulberries. That's another story for another day. Quality entertainment, though. You have not lived till you've seen a totally drunken squirrel and a totally drunken rabbit fight over fermented berries on the ground, and neither one of them can really stand up. That was just the funniest thing ever. Then the next day, you see the same squirrel, same rabbit with a hangover. They just kind of look at each other like, "I don't like you, but I hurt too much to do anything about it. So you stay there, I'll stay here." And bleh. Yeah, have a safe trip. Have a safe trip, FLP. I'll see you tomorrow, buddy. Thank you. The one thing I'm kind of anxious to do as soon as I can is I'd like to get up to the mountains and see if I can hear any grouse up here because they said that here in Pennsylvania they had like a major epidemic go through the whole almost the whole grouse population and wipe it out. It's about the same thing happened with the ringneck pheasants, and most of the ringneck, almost all the ringneck pheasants that you see in Pennsylvania now, they're all stock birds. If you happen to see one after pheasant season, that means that one survived. Cool bird, but we just don't have. Hey, there's backwoods. What's up, bud? Night, T Bear. Ah, okay. Electronics Project, they're backwoods. I'll see you tomorrow, T Bear. Night, Frank. And another thing I'm thinking about doing is maybe just get a little bit deeper into the trapping thing. Oh, leather project. That's even more fun. Which I have a piece of 10 ounce leather in the back of my Jeep. I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. Where are you coming from, Donna? Hey, Christy. Oh, we wish you could be here too. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I was hoping you get to see the walking stick I was working on, but the type of stain I use, I forgot it takes about 24 hours for that stuff to cure. That's what happens when you use the good stuff. I'm sorry, when it comes to stain, I like my oil based. My oil based stain goes along a heck of a lot better than water based does. Yeah. You see, right up in the mountains where you usually see the grouse out around here, they're elusive. You'll hear them. You'll hear them all over the place. You'll rarely see them. You actually have to. There's still wild birds up here. You have to go flush them out. Now, which reminds me, I have to make some traps yet too. Not for any land animals. As Nita would say, I need to make some. Oh, I got you, Donna. Yeah, it's about from New York, Hudson Valley. That's over by New York City, isn't it? So I'm thinking you probably have about 6 to 8 hour ride. Yeah, because it's if you go across 80, it's about it'll be about 5 hours across 80, about an hour to get there once you get to 79. Yeah, see that David, that's that thumping noise I'm listening for. Now you'll hear them thump when I was up there before they had that disease problem with the grouse. Oh, no problem, Doobie. That's cool. But that's what I'm listening for. When I was up in the mountains before the grouse caught that disease, you could go out in the morning. They'd be thumping everywhere. That's like you're lucky here, like two or three now, if you're lucky. Oh, I hear you. I've been in New York City once, and that place is just a madhouse. Night, Mickey. Oops. Sorry, Mike. Well, I hear you there, Dave. Now with turkey, we have no problem with turkey. I can go right out. I can go right out in the woods behind my house and hunt turkey back there. Oh, that's right. That's White Hawk, and that's Nighthawk Adventures. My bad. And Sergeant Mike, next time I do that, just upside the head. I'll be good. Eyeballs may be going like this for a while, but I'll be good. That'll work. That'll definitely work. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, yeah. But definitely want to kind of ease myself back into hunting and stuff here too. It's been a long time since I've done that. Yeah, not a backwood said that. I'm like, that's right. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, with the rabbits up here. Now I haven't seen any rabbits around here in a while. I'll see like one or two every now and again, but we used to have rabbits galore. Then after the rabbits, we had well during the rabbits we started getting hawks and owls galore. Now we don't have too many hawks, only a couple owls. Um, not as many squirrels, but the birds of prey moved out. So give it about another 2 or 3 years, and the rabbit population should be back up to where it should be back up. See around here where I live, it's like you'll see like a lot of squirrels, a lot of rabbits, and then like the next year you'll start off with a lot of that, and as the spring and summer goes, you'll see that population just drop like a stone, and more hawks move in by about the middle end of fall. They're all gone. The squirrels are gone. The birds of prey are gone. You wait about 2 more years, and the squirrel and rabbit are back up again, and then you'll see the birds of prey move in. Yeah, yeah. See, we have a fall season for both Tom and hen, and then we have a spring gobbler season. But heck, I was out walking the dog yesterday morning. I heard about three hens go out, and I'm just like, okay, there's a hen, there's a hen, there's a hen. So what I think I'm going to do is when I get home from work in the evenings, I'm just going to go back there with my call, use the call a little bit, and see if I can get anything answering me. I have a couple different places picked out that wouldn't mind hunting at too, right on our own property. So, and a couple of those places, like for both deer and turkey, it's a major crossing. So I think I should be good there. Hmm. Yeah, turkey we have up here, they just kind of just wander around. They most of the time, like up in the mountains, you'll find turkey. They had kind of like a rhyme and reason why they do things. The ones we have around here, you'll never see them in the same place twice, going in the same direction. They just kind of wander around aimlessly. Kind of like the deer around here. Deer will usually establish a pattern. Not ours. Our deer just kind of run around willy nilly. The only ones that establish a pattern in our valley anyway are the three that nobody wants to shoot because it's three does. Our valley doesn't really have too many deer in it. Um, in fact, I think the last two buck we had in our valley got shot last year. So I think unless somebody goes doe hunting back there, which I think most of the people in the valley don't even doe hunt, so just try to let the population come back up and try again. Which that reminds me of something else talking about the valley. I want to go down. I may take the camera with me to do this. I'm thinking about going down in the valley behind the house and the creek behind the house, and maybe try to do a little bit of relic hunting down there. And see, I won't even get a doe tag. If I don't get a buck, I don't worry about it. PA has a really bad habit of you can only get one buck, but we'll give you a doe permit every time you apply for one. I know like a couple people. They supposedly there is a limit to doe tags you can get, but they like a lot so many doe tags, and then it's like, oh, we'll make more. I'm like a friend of mine, he got like five doe in one year. Another buddy of mine got like eight. I'm like, what do you need so many deer for? Really? But I do understand that the deer PA is severely overpopulated in deer. There's like some places in Pittsburgh are starting to get overrun by it. And the bad part about Pittsburgh is you can't go in and hunt them because it's too close to anything. And see, we don't have moose around here, so you're kind of on your own with that. Never. I've only been to Canada like maybe two or three times. Never seen one in the wild. Now, up around my uncle's camp, though, That is the. It's right in the middle of the Pennsylvania elk territory, and that's some cool stuff there. I mean, where my uncle's camp at, it's nothing to wake up in the morning, look out at the dirt road in front of the camp, and see an elk walking down it. It's cool. And some of the elk I've seen up there, jeez. I don't know if moose are stupid or just that much of a badass. One of the two. Well, at least the elk up around my uncle's camp, that they're finally afraid of humans. There for a while that they didn't have a season on them. They're just trying to just let them populate, and they're to the point they weren't afraid of humans anymore. They want to attack them, but you walk through the woods, you have to like, come on, elk, would you get out the way? And just kind of turn around and look at you. Oh, sorry, and just kind of mosey off. Yeah, don't have too many. Oh, geez, yeah, yeah. Moose ain't nothing to mess around with. I mean, I don't know. I've never really had a bad experience with an elk. I'm not really that afraid of an elk either. Oh yeah, yeah, and for the herbivores out in Colorado, moose pretty much rule the roost out there. I mean, you got you know moose are badass when the grizzly bears don't even want to mess with them. Yeah, the grizzly bears kind of look at moose and like, yeah, you just go about your way, just leave me alone, man. Well, that's why. Yeah, see, black bear ain't dumb. They ain't dumb. They're a lot more. See, a grizzly bear. Well, no bears are dumb, but a grizzly bear knows that it has a size advantage over just about everything. Black bear, not so much. A black bear when they hunt will kind of use tactics when they hunt. Grizzly bear just try to outrun the damn thing. But on the other hand, a grizzly bear will try to eat you, or a black bear will try to kill itself to get away from you. Yeah, I've only been around like about two or three bear, and every bear I've ever been around, even the big male black bear. Ooh, I had something similar happen to me backwoods, but it wasn't a moose; it was a deer, and I had my Dodge Dart. Didn't get any blood on it, but I was ooh, yeah, those they come in handy even for deer. um, Coming up 79 North, going to work, about mile marker 94. That's like you come off. Do you know where oh, what's it called? Muddy Creek Hills at on 79. That's that last hill you go up before you drop down that depth to go over get to the Borsville exit. We just topped off that, just over the crest. I'm passing 18 wheeler in the winter. Roads are good. I'm not sliding around. Roads are good. But I see the hood go like this on it. I'm like, what the hell? And no sooner did that hood go like that, I catch his flash about 10 feet in the air. I look up and there's this deer going over, literally over top my car, going like this. And he landed over the southbound lanes. I was like, good Lord. And at that point, oh, I bet you are, man. Ugh. I just watched this deer sail about 10 feet over my car, and if I wouldn't have gunned it, I swear to God, I thought it was going to land on me. I gunned it, and I literally watched it like go to southbound lane to my rearview mirror. That was wild. That was just wild as hell. Didn't know what to think of that. Honda Civic, heck, if you aimed it just right, you could probably go right underneath it and keep on going. See, I had a Honda Civic, and I took it up to the mountains a couple of times, and that was the one thing I was always nervous of. Like I don't want to hit a deer, but I definitely don't want to hit an elk. I'll total the car, and the elk would just kind of look at me like, okay, whatever, and walk off. This one, I said, they're fun little cars. Not the strongest things on the face of the earth, but they're fun. They're fun little cars. Oh, oh, I've seen plenty of that. And let me tell you, that hamburger. If you're going through a turn, there's that hamburger on the road. Just be ready to grab that wheel because all kinds of interesting stuff could happen. Hit hamburger one of those little Isuzus I was driving, and next thing I know, I was sideways. Oh, yeah, and hitting a moose. Those moose go what, over a ton? I know they're a hell of a lot bigger than a horse. Because the elk they have up here is about the same size as some of the horses we've had. So they're about twice as big as an elk. So basically, so it's like a car landing on top of your car when you hit a moose. Ugh. Hey, Donna. Never had that happen. Now, I've, yeah, I mean, they're big boys. Now, when it comes to hitting deer, I've never had that. I've had deer spin down the side of my car. Um, well, let's put it this way: about everything I've ever owned, knock on wood, if I can, yeah, knock on wood for the G. Shut up, shut up. Dog's barking. I've hit a deer with everything: the Dart, the Ranger, the S10, the Honda, my Cutlass. Oh, that's okay, Sergeant Mike. It's cool. There'll be other times, so we're it's all good. I'll tell you what else could really mess up a car. Nobody even thinks twice about it. I had a buddy, brand new buddy of mine had a brand new, what was it? I think it's a Jeep Cherokee. Hit like a decent sized raccoon, ripped about half the suspension off the truck. Ooh. Oh, that's never good. Okay, hang on here. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta get this plugged in. There we go. That's good to go. When I had my S10, I didn't have cap on it. I had a, great horned owl. I He was swooping after something, and I clipped his feet. I just heard his talons click off the glass. I'm like, what the hell was that? I thought a stick or something. Then I heard something land in the bed. I'm like, what the hell is that? Well, the bed had about that much like soft, fluffy snow in it. I get out of the truck. It's about 8 o'clock at night. I didn't have like a bed light, so I turned on the interior lights. It didn't have the cap on it. And I get out and I look, and there's this great horned owl looking at me. His eyes are glowing because the light's hitting his eyes, and he has his wings outstretched, standing in the back of my truck. One wing's touching the back window of the truck, the other wing's touching the tailgate. I just got back in the truck. I'm like, I ain't messing with you. Oh, that's never fun, Donna. I had one. I wasn't wearing shorts, but I had one land on the seat when I was delivering parts for Saturn. I leaned back against it, and it was one of them big wasp about yo long. Oh, it felt like I had a Singer sewing machine going down my back. And it's the only time I ever experienced anaphylaxis. That was not a fun day. No. Donor bites. Oh, yeah. That's one thing. I've never learned how to ride a motorcycle, and at this stage of life, I don't think I'm going to either. I was like, you need to learn how to ride a motorcycle. I'm just like, no. Oh, that sucks. And it's probably somebody my friend mine belongs to a motorcycle club out your way. It's one of the clubs that usually it's one of the Freedom Rider clubs that usually deal with the vets and they escort the wall and everything else. And she probably knows the guy. See, I've never done dirt bikes, never done road bikes, none of that. Ow. Yeah, I think if I end up getting something somewhere down the line, I think I'm going to get a quad. I'd be, I'd just be a lot better on a quad. Exactly, Donna. Oh yeah, I've had gravel brush burns before, many of them. It's kind of funny when you go to the hospital, and the last time I went to the hospital, I had one of those. The nurse comes in with the brush. And you just see a look on their face when you snatch the brush out of their hand and you start scrubbing it yourself. Like, doesn't that hurt? I'm like, I've had so many of these, I'm used to this by now. Keep thumping soap. Ah, yeah, I've had lots of burns too. None of them from an exhaust, but I've had lots of burns too. Like a side by side or a Ford Ranger. See, us and well, the side by sides. I like a side by sides. Would love to get one of those. But we're getting close to the top of the hour here. Well, 60 minutes here anyway. So I think I'm going to call it the night here. So, Backwoods, I'll see you tomorrow. Tell T Bird good night, and I'll see her tomorrow. Ah, got you, Backwoods. I know what you're talking about now. Okay. But I'm going to be hitting the sack myself. I want to check out Walking Stick one more time to see if it actually got dry. And then I'm going to be going to bed myself because I want to be up early and be up there early. So, y'all have a great night. I'll see some of you guys tomorrow. And the rest of y'all see you the next time around. So, night all.